Welcome to Thoroughbred Action from Gulfstream Park. Ron Nicoletti here. Beautiful Sunday afternoon. We got 10 races to look at. Let's check out the track, weather conditions, and turn it over to track announcer Liam Molinaro.
Sunny out today in Hollandale Beach. Temperatures of 82 degrees. The main track is fast and the turf course is firm. We'll kick it off in race 1. Please scratch the number 8 Baby Rasta. 8 Baby Rasta out of today's opener. And they're off. Bit of a slow start for Don't Go Astray. Golden Ambition reaches right off for the early advantage, taken out of the inside by Road Mischief. Street Moments also in that flight with Win and Win, working in the 3-pat to the far outside. So they head to the half-mile point and they're chasing Golden Ambition. Road Mischief's down inside second. Street Moments racing third, about a length and a half off the top. Don't Go Astray was in a tight spot there, down inside fifth. Win and Win has taken fourth. They're followed by Must Be the Money, and about 5 or 6 more back to I Walk the Night, who's at the back of the field. Golden Ambition at the 5/16, won a 22-2 opening quarter. Street Moments under a furious drive, so too is Win and Win. Road Mischief saves ground as Must Be the Money goes 4 wide, and they're at the top of the stretch with Golden Ambition to catch. Golden Ambition, Paco yet to get going, turns in with an 1/8 of a mile to go on top by 2. Here's Win and Win trying to close down the center. Must Be the Money on the grandstand side. Final 16th. It's still Golden Ambition up top, and Golden Ambition will kick off the Sunday program with an easy 3-length score. Must Be the Money in second, Win and Win third, and Road Mischief checked in fourth. And they're off. Level start. Down to the inside, I'm Due has some early foot. There's Eton and Adamoney and Jurisprudence from the far outside. Jurisprudence will challenge I'm Due with a circuit to go. Eton settles down in third, just in front of Adamoney. Down there to the inside is Titan running along in fifth, and Malcolm X is at the back of the field. Jurisprudence gets over from post 8, takes the lead into the clubhouse turn, leads it by 2 open lengths. I'm Due's going to track from second. They've gone 5 clear of Eton, who's running along in third. Titan is fourth down to the inside. They're followed by Malcolm X, and Adamoney's at the back of the field, already about 12 lengths off front running Jurisprudence. Jurisprudence and Paco Lopez, 22 and 3/5 seconds for the opening quarter. They've opened up 3 lengths on I'm Due, who's running along in second. 8 more back to Eton, who's racing in third. The half-mile speed, 45 and 3/5 seconds for the favorite Jurisprudence, who has just over a half-mile left to travel. I'm Due is stalking from second. Eton still a clear third. Malcolm X and Titan are fourth and fifth, and Adamoney's at the back. Jurisprudence with 3 furlongs left to go now. He still leads by 2. Paco yet to ask the question. I'm Due is getting nudged upon in second. Eton's getting a little closer from third as Malcolm X has taken a clear fourth. Jurisprudence around to the top of the stretch after 3 quarters and 109-1. Here's I'm Due and Eton coming on 3 wide. I'm Due has collared Jurisprudence with an 1/8 of a mile to go, but has to deal with Eton, who's charging forward to hit the front with 100 yards to go. Eton gets the better of I'm Due, and it will be Eton and Diego Herrera to score by a length. I'm Due is second, Malcolm X is third, Adamoney's up fourth in 140-3.
Any success that we've enjoyed is directly attributable to the men and women who first bring horses to us to sell. You got to have good product. If we're able to attract quality horses to our sale with quality men and women selling them, we're going to have good sales. Everything that we do is going to be to achieve success tomorrow by doing things right today. It's a commitment to get up and do the right thing every day in a consistent and a professional fashion, and that's a great recipe for success long term.
And Farah. Battle of Dover, hustled by Morelos for some early speed. He reaches for the early advantage. Long Branch Lou away in good order. There to the rail is Accelerate Me, and Give Me Liberty is 3 wide into the first turn. Hanging around at the back of the field is Salvatore Prince, but no more than 4.5 cover him front to back. So they move around the clubhouse turn. It is Give Me Liberty to now assume command. Opens up a length and a half on Battle of Dover, who tracks from second. Accelerate Me's down inside third, just in front of the big favorite Long Branch Lou, and Salvatore Prince trails. 5 lengths cover him front to back with just under 5 furlongs left to travel. Give Me Liberty leads by a length and 3/4. Battle of Dover stocking in the 2 path with Accelerate Me down inside third. Long Branch Lou just biding time for Vasquez is racing 5 off the top in fourth, and Salvatore Prince is at the back. 24 and 2 for the opening quarter, 48 and 2 for the half. Give Me Liberty leaves the backstretch, moves onto the far turn in front by a length and a half. Battle of Dover racing second. Long Branch Lou being launched into the clear 3 wide. Accelerate Me's losing a touch of ground, and Salvatore Prince still trails. So they round the far turn at the 5/16. Give Me Liberty has lost the lead. Battle of Dover assumes it, but he's under a drive. Long Branch Lou tries to engage. There's less than a quarter mile to go through 3/4, and 1:12 and 1. Long Branch Lou off the turn in front. Battle of Dover tries to respond. Here's Salvatore Prince from the back. 1/8 of a mile to go. It's Long Branch Lou trying to finish the job. He's in front by 2. Salvatore Prince lengthening strides on the outside and trying to gun him down with just yards to go. Long Branch Lou or Salvatore Prince. Here's the wire. Photo finish. Heads bobbing up and down. It's close. Long Branch Lou or Salvatore Prince in 141 and 2. And they're off. Slow start for El Muhit and Get Ready to Rock. Transactional Guy is quick away from the block, heads off for the early lead. Urban Legend and Carconi are second and third in the early stages. So they race to the half-mile point, and they're chasing Transactional Guy, who's opened up 2. On Carconi, who covers Urban Legend. Adios Mates running along in fourth, about 5 from the front. Down inside races Ken Tharos Jr. just in front of El Muhit, and about 5 or 6 more back to Get Ready to Rock, who trails. 22 and 1 the opening quarter speed. Transactional Guy leads by a length and a half at the 5/16. Urban Legend switches out into the 2 path to try and challenge. Carconi's coming on 3 wide. Adios Mates under a drive from fourth, and they're on their way home. Transactional Guy and Urban Legend, these two off the turn together. Carconi still third. Adios Mate fourth, back to the inside. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Urban Legend off cover and charging to challenge with a 16th to go. Game to the inside is Transactional Guy, and he's fighting right back. Transactional Guy or Urban Legend. Transactional Guy would not be denied. Transactional Guy, a front-running score. It got tight for second. Urban Legend, Carconi, or Adios Mate. And they're on. Level start from the far outside. Rocketeer has some speed along with Latch the Hatch. Miami Frank is out running third. There's Mr. Peaks down to the inside, followed by Golden Town and Top Maverick. And Roar Ready's at the back of the field, but only about 5.5 cover them front to back as they sprint up the backstretch run. It's Latch the Hatch and Rocketeer. 1-2 with under 5 furlongs left to travel. Up to the far outside goes Golden Town. Working in the middle is Miami Frank. Down at the fence is Mr. Peaks. Second last is Top Maverick, and out the back is still Roar Ready. 22-2 the opening quarter. They move on to the far turn. It's still Latch the Hatch on top. Rocketeer racketing up the pressure in second. Golden Town's under a drive from third. Mr. Peaks is there at the fence. Miami Frank is losing ground in between horses. 3 clear of Top Maverick, and Roar Ready still trails. 45-1 for the half-mile speed. Latch the Hatch at the quarter pole, narrowly in front. Rocketeer's under a drive from second. Miami Frank is trying to look for a split from in between runners as they arrive at the top of the lane. Latch the Hatch has shaken away from Rocketeer with a furlong left to go. Miami Frank is let loose down the center. He's charging forward with a 16th to go. It's Latch the Hatch or Miami Frank. 2-horse race with 50 yards to go, but Latch the Hatch is still there. Latch the Hatch in front. Latch the Hatch beats Miami Frank. It got tight for third in 123-2.
At the Thoroughbred Aftercare Alliance, we believe in giving every thoroughbred a second chance.
And thanks to you, the owners, trainers, breeders, and every supporter, you've created a ripple effect of change that's helping these magnificent animals move on to new careers and safe, fulfilling lives after racing.
Every single donation, whether big or small, is contributing to a brighter future.
But this race is just beginning. Because of you, we have gained incredible momentum and we're ready for more.
And they're off. Excellent start. Mobay Princess and Lois Len have speed, so too Classy Last to the inside, and Drumroll won't be far away in the opening strides. Judge Judith is out running in fifth, 2 lengths better than Ditched. It's another 3 back to Celestial Express, and Tick, 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 Boom is at the back of the field. So they head into the clubhouse turn, and it's Lois Len on top, 1.5 lengths. Mobay Princess tracking in the 2 path from second as Classy Lass is down inside third. Drumroll got outside of her. She's racing fourth with about 2.5 to make up onto the backstretch run. They go 2 clear of Ditched and Judge Judith. Another 3 to Celestial Express, and a similar gap back to Tick, 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 Boom, who trails. 23 seconds flat for the opening quarter. Lois Len, with just over a half-mile left to run, leads it by 1.5 lengths. Mobay Princess is still second. Classy Last down third to the inside. Drumroll has lost ground. She's still fourth, but about 6 from the front heading into the turn. And then it's Ditch, who's going to have to get going. She's got 8 to make up in the final 5/16. They're followed by Judge Judas, Celestial Express. Tick, 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 boom, has trailed throughout. Less than a quarter mile to go. Lois Len and Classy Lass take them around to the top of the stretch after 3/4 and 109 flat. Here's Ditch coming on 3 wide for the drive. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Classy Lass has hit the front. Here's Ditch trying to stretch her legs out in the center. Final 100 yards. Classy Lass. Ditch is getting to her though in the final strides. Ditched or Classy Lass. Ditched in time. Ditched and Micah Husbands got it in the last stride. Classy Lass was second, Lois Len third, and 134-2. And runners away. Drink and Wink was away alertly to the inside. There's Roscoe Pine hustled in the 2 path for some speed, and trying to make sense is 3 wide out in the center as they head into the clubhouse turn. So it is Drink and Wink, Roscoe Pine, and trying to make sense. Anamnestics 3 wide. These 4 only covered by about 2.5 lengths. They go 3 better than Gifted by Design, who's running along in 5th. 2 lengths clear of Las Solas, and a similar gap back to Dixie Preach, who's at the back of the field. Try to Make Sense and Diego Herrera have assumed command onto the backstretch run. They lead by 3 parts of a length. Anamnestics up on the outside second with Drink and Wink down inside third. Roscoe Pine races fourth with about 5 lengths to make up. And then it's Gifted by Design and Las Olas, and Dixie Preaches at the back. 24 and 2/5 seconds was the opening quarter speed. Try to Make Sense with just over a half mile left to travel. Anamnestics within a half length in second. And then it's Roscoe Pine. Drink and Wink is getting shuffled back at the fence. Gifted by Design in the 3-path is fourth. And then it's Dixie Preach as they round the far turn. Try to Make Sense to the 5/16 narrowly in front of Anamnestic, who's racing second. Here's Las Olas coming on 3 wide. Roscoe Pine's back to fourth. Gifted by Design's under a drive as well as they run around to the top of the stretch after 3 quarters and 1:12 and 1. Trying to Make Sense and Anamnestic. These two off the turn together. Las Olas is trying to come on from third. There's an 1/8 of a mile to go. Anamnestic and Try to Make Sense sparring for the top spot, but they may have softened it up for Las Olas. Final 16th. Las Olas tries to reach Anamnestic and hits the front with yards to go. Las Olas in front. Las Olas got it by a neck over Anamnestic, who was second. Try to Make Sense was third at 1:42 flat. And they're off. Motown Diva flashes her customary early foot, but My Perfect Lady rushes up to challenge as they cross us for the first time. Forever Again is out running in third, just in front of Ileana. Space of another 2 lengths back to American Popstar, and Social Triumphs at the back of the field. So they head into the clubhouse turn. Motown Diva, fleet of foot, speeding off, opens up 3.5. On My Perfect Lady is tracking from second. 3 more back to Forever Again, who runs along in third. Ileana is fourth. Social Triumph fifth with about 10 lengths to make up onto the backstretch run, and American Popstars at the back. Motown Diva going quick up front. 22 and 3/5 seconds was the opening quarter. My Perfect Lady is 5 lengths behind in second. They're followed down to the inside by Forever Again. Ileana up on the outside is now taken third. 2 clear of Social Triumph and American Popstars at the back. Motown Diva through a 45 and 3 testing opening half mile. My Perfect Lady has cut into that margin, is 2.5 off the top with 5/16 to race. Ileana is third, and then it's Social Triumph, Forever Again, American Popstar still at the back. Motown Diva, we'll see if she has more for the stretch drive. She went 109 and 1 for 3 quarters and turns in front by 4. Ileana is second. Social Triumph's trying to close to the inside. Final furlong. Motown Diva still there. It's a 2-length lead over Ileana and Social Triumph. Motown Diva final 16th. She's pleading for the wire. Ileana's lunging at her late. It's going to get close. Motown Diva might have held on. It's very close. Motown Diva was there with Ileana. Farther back, Social Triumph was third with Forever Again in 1:34 and 4. And they're off. Excellent start. Carambasso from the outside reaches out for the early advantage. To the east side has early speed as well. And down to the inside, Mike's Magic pushes through along the inside to grab third. But it is Carambasso and Miguel Vasquez crossing over from post 8 to lead it by about 2. To the east side is second. Mike's Magic down inside third. And then it's East Boston, Benny, and Adios now. Lethal Speed shuffled back to 6 just in front of He's a Beast. And Shadow Factors at the back. 22 seconds flat for the opening quarter. Carambasso past the 3/8 leading by a long neck. To the east side is racing second. Adios now has taken third. East Boston, Benny running along in fourth. Mike's Magic just had to check back to 6. He's a Beast on the underway from the back with Bravo. He's got 5 or 6 to find as they arrive at the top of the stretch after a 45-second half mile. To the east side has assumed command as they straighten for the drive. Adios now trying to get to the east side with an 1/8 of a mile to go. To the east side and Adios now. 2-horse race with 100 yards to go. Adios now outside. To the east side inside. Adios now getting the better, but it's going to be close. Photo finish. To the east side fought right back, and it's going to be a head bobber in 109-4. And runners away. Excellent start. From the outside, Easy Pick heads off for the early lead. Rock on Rockall has speed, and down to the inside, Solemne is hard hustled. These three will contest the pace, but it will be Solemne and Rock on Rockall. Those two go on with it. Easy Pick will watch those two battle from third. It's a space of another 2 back to Soundbite, who's running along in fourth. Silent Impact in the Juddmonte colors is fifth, about 8 from the front. Down inside races Gallant King, just in front of Sirac. The 2 at the back are Saborio and Senor Roberto. 22-1 the opening quarter speed. Rock on Rockall and Micah Husbands 5 furlongs from home. They're 3.5 on top. Solemne is running along in second as Easy Pick has taken third. So they have just over a half mile left to travel. It's Rock on Rockall leading by 2.5. Solemne's down inside, and then it's Easy Pick. Silent Impact starting to move on the far side. He's within 2 lengths of the front approaching the turn. And then it's Sirac and Gallant King. Senor Roberto second last, and Saborio's at the back. Rock on Rockall went 45-1 for a testing half mile. Here's Silent Impact sticking a neck in front right at the quarter pole. Down to the inside, Easy Pick in the 2-path. Rock on Rockall is asked to respond as they arrive at the top of the stretch. Silent Impact off the turn in front by a length and a half. Here's Sirac, who's off cover and charging forward with an 1/8 of a mile to go. Sirac and Silent Impact. Sirac strikes the front with a final 16th to go. Silent Impact's back to third. Senor Roberto is third, but it's all about Sirac in the nightcap. Sirac wins it by 4. Silent Impact second. Senor Roberto is third. Soundbite is fourth. It's closer for the high 5. Easy Pick or Saborio, and 134-2.
And that wraps up the week's action. We're back here on Thursday with an 8-race car on our first race post, 12:50 p.m. And it is Kentucky Derby week. Boy, you're going to be at Gulfstream Park.